Welcome back to Lovin Dubai show. The second annual Animalia Pet Industry Awards is right around the corner, where we celebrate those who work tirelessly throughout the year to bring the best pet products and services to the industry.
So you have until the end of the month to vote and show love to those who've been bringing nothing short of the best to your pets. And to tell us more about the event, we are joined by Louise, Nichol. Welcome to the show.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Very good, very good. We're so excited to have you on the show.
Thank you for having me.
We're going to talk all about the Animalia Pet Industry Awards. That's the reason you're here. But before we get into all of that, can we just get a quick brief rundown of who you are? Who is Louise?
So I'm a journalist by trade, and I've lived in the UAE since 2005. I used to edit magazines here back in the day. Remember those things? They were paper. We turned the page, there was no screen. We read words, ancient concept. So I spent most of my career editing magazines, particularly in the fashion world.
Cool.
And then, after a while, after about nearly 20 years, I decided that I'd probably done enough of that. And it was time to just look for a different life balance. So I left that world and I now freelance. I do various consultancy projects, not too much journalism. I try not to because of the old magazines not being quite so in existence anymore. Because you guys are ruling the airways with digital.
I thought you were going to say
how dare you? And I'm actually a fitness instructor.
Oh, cool.
I coach indoor. He's quite whistly. He's quite noisy, Zach.
All hours of the day?
He does sleep now. We put a thing over.
Because who's noisier, the bird or the kids?
I mean, it's a fair battle. One of my sons talks to they can go for hours whistling at each other.
Oh my God.
I feel like there's some actual communication happening there.
How annoying is that?
No, I was going to say, that's adorable.
No. His sister is, it tips her over the edge. You can see her getting riled at this whistling. Incessant whistling.
I would have socked my brother in the face if, my cousins or anyone like that were up to something like this. I hate noisy kids.
I mean, never come to my house. No, I mean, you're more than welcome.
No, as in my age group, when we were all little, and my cousins used to just be really loud in house parties. I used to hate that. Just calm down, shut up and sit in the corner. But yeah, I don't know how to do it.
There's no sitting in the corner in our house. It's full volume all the time.
So you have an affiliation towards animals? Pets.
Yeah, I mean, I have a gorgeous puppy. Well, she's not really a puppy anymore now. I call her a puppy because she's my baby, and our bird. But I do one of my many projects is hosting awards or presenting, and for the second year running, they have asked me to host the Animalia Awards, which is wonderful because it's a really nice evening. Animal people are some of the nicest people in the world, right? So there's many industries, and I look after a lot of industries with awards and things like this. And, I'm not going to get into naming names for different industries, but you have stereotypes of people that work in various fields. The animal guys are lovely. They all have incredible hearts. They do what they do because they love it. And they come from such a good, warm place. Generally, they're really good people. So it's a real thrill to be working with them again this year and supporting a really lovely event that honours people that they're not in the limelight. They're not in it for themselves. They do it all for the love of creatures who can't speak out for themselves.
And for people who don't know, can you just give us a rundown of what the Animalia Pet Industry Awards actually is?
Sure. So it is, I believe, the first industry awards for the pet industry in the UAE. Most industries have award ceremonies. I'm sure you're aware we could give an award to anything, but it's the first time, I believe last year was the first time, that an organisation came together to award people within the pet industry. So we have categories such as favourite veterinary clinic, favourite surgeon, favourite dog trainer, favourite dog hotel.
Oh, wow.
Is it like doggy daycare boarding facility?
I think they have that and and human hotels that allow dogs in. Anyone that's helping out animal care in the region, dog-friendly restaurants, doggy daycare, pet sitting, grooming, relocation, pet shops. It's a huge industry around our pets that we maybe don't think about. I don't know if you guys have.
You're so right. I have a rescue called Goose that I share with an ex-partner, but things like vet, things like a hotel that you can take your dog to, we never actually put these places in the spotlight, and actually they mean so much to us when a vet helps you when you need it, or even if I know people who've done the relocation thing, and to actually put the relocation places on a pedestal that need it, that really help you when you need it, it's so important.
Yeah, I mean, the relocation is a huge thing, and it's something that certainly. So the Pet Industry Awards, I should say, are ethical, and it's great that Goose is rescued because it's very important that we adopt and don't shop, and that's a really big part of the Pet Industry Awards. I'm going to ask you guys a question. How many kittens do you think an unspayed cat can have over their lifetime?
In their lifetime?
In their lifetime.
This, I don't know.
I give a ballpark of like 50.
I was going to say 56.
Oh, close. Similar.
But that feels like a lot.
You're not even a third of the way there.
Oh no, 120?
180.
180, wow.
Yeah. So one unspayed cat can have 180 kittens over the course of her life, which puts into perspective the issue of strays and the
importance of like TNR.
Exactly. Yeah.
And how does a community help this? Because obviously that's an issue.
Yeah, it's a huge issue. So firstly, don't buy animals. Do not go to pet shops that sell animals. None of the companies involved with the Pet Awards sell animals. None of them sell livestock, living, breathing things. They sell pet food, they sell grooming products, they sell cute Halloween costumes for your cats. But no one is involved in this award ceremony that sells animals. So that's the first thing. The second thing, we would say as a first port of call, if you find a stray dog or a stray cat, there are two bodies to start with. They will help you. So Canine Friends for dogs, and then for cats, Patucci is called. And they are a network of recognized official cat rescuers. So you contact these bodies because there's lots of regulations around what you can and can't do. Contact these bodies and they will help you with the TNR program, which is trap, neuter, release.
Yes.
And how best to help these animals ethically and legally as well.
So I have a question. A lot of people want designer puppies, designer dogs, and they're like, if we don't buy them, they're probably going to go to the what's it called? They're gonna go to the not kennels.
To a shelter.
To a shelter, yeah. Does
well,
that happen?
or be left on the streets.
To the pound. Sorry. So does that actually happen with these dogs in stores? Like I'm not talking about like rescues. Do they go to the pounds?
To be honest, I don't know, and I dread to think. But the way to stop that industry is to not patronize those stores, right? And to not buy animals, because without the demand, there won't be any supply. And because the animals are able to breed and multiply, that's why there are so many animals on the streets.
Yeah.
And it's a huge financial commitment. That's the thing that people need to realize when you do take on an animal, when you adopt an animal, you need to be prepared. It's not just the food or the doggy daycare or the hotel. If you go on holiday, you need to be very aware of the relocation costs. And that's something that people need to bear in mind, because if you do decide to leave the UAE to move home or overseas or somewhere else, it can be very expensive, thousands and thousands of dirhams. To take a cat from Dubai to the UK is between 4,000 and 7,000 dirhams.
You'll spend a lot of money in the relocation process anyway, so that's worth it to bring your baby home.
Of course, but be aware before you adopt, bake those costs into your planning. Be aware of it. Be prepared to take that responsibility. So
this award show will shine a light on the incredible pet industry in Dubai, but as the public who may potentially not have an involvement in specific particular services, but we want to be involved in this awards. How so?
So we need the public to vote, because there is a very special award within the ceremony of lifetime achievement, outstanding achievement. There are many, many unsung heroes in the pet industry. People who really devote their lives to sheltering cats, adopting cats, helping with the TNR program, and dogs, getting strays off the street, taking them to the vets, shouldering often those bills themselves. Often people on lower incomes who just do it because they love animals so much. And these animals can't help themselves and they can't speak for themselves. So There is an award for outstanding contribution, which the public are encouraged to vote for. The response has been overwhelming so far.
Amazing.
Yeah, so all the info is on www.animalia, which I believe will be somewhere on the screen. Animal. IA. Have I done that right? Animaliaclub.com. So you can go on there, you can find out all about the awards, you can vote for the outstanding contribution, which would be hugely appreciated because it means so much to people who aren't asking for recognition. They're not asking for any, financial support or, they do it because they love these animals so much, from really deep within their souls.
It's amazing that there is an initiative like this to recognize them. But if I am to nominate someone, how does one go about doing that? And how do you guys recognize these people who are not really there in the limelight, like you said? And then when does voting close for that?
That is a jolly good question, and I'm hoping that all the information will be online.
The voting closes on October 31st.
There you go. Thank you, Casey.
Yeah, the voting closes on October 31st, and then they'll be acknowledged in a beautiful way.
Yeah, so then there will be an award ceremony on November the 4th, which is where I come into the picture to hand out the trophies and recognise all the winners of all the categories plus the Outstanding Achievement Award.
Tell us, because obviously you're coming back for a second year and there would have been some awards last year and people were probably touched. Can you tell us about some of the reactions last year from the people who probably never had an award in this vein before?
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, it was the Outstanding Achievement Award that really... Everyone was crying. The recipient was crying. I was crying. The audience were crying. A wonderful lady called Michelle Francis from Animals and Us in Fujairah, who's saved the lives or improved the lives of hundreds and thousands of animals. And, for her to come up and be on the stage, be recognised by her industry peers, was just incredible, and it was very emotional and very moving. It's a really fun night as well. It's not all serious. We play games. There's a lot of audience participation. There's a buffet. There's a great drinks menu. Obviously, there are vegan options.
That was going to be Simran's next question. every single guest we have, she'll get the vegan line in there.
Yeah. There's a strong vegan contingent.
An animal event and no vegan option.
Yeah. There's a heavily vegan menu should you require it. But yeah, it's really fun. So it's both fun. Animals are funny, right? They're hilarious, as well as the love they bring to our lives. They just bring a lot of joy and hilarity as everyone. That's why cat videos are probably the most viewed thing on YouTube, other than the Lovin Dubai show, of course. We try and bring all those elements together, the fun and the joy and the sheer innocence of animals. And then, the serious side of the fact that it is a serious issue, particularly here in the UAE, that needs to be treated with sensitivity and respect and care and love. So it brings all of that together.
Amazing. Thank you so much. Just finally, I believe we can also get tickets.
Yes.
So let us know how we can get tickets, when the award show is happening, and how they can get in touch with you if they have more questions. Or with the awards themselves.
All details for the awards on www.animaliaclub.com. Hopefully you can put that up somewhere in case anyone can't spell it. So all details for how to get tickets, how to attend are there. The award show is on November the 4th at the Hilton in Hilton Jumeirah, I believe. I'll be there on the stage.
Amazing.
Ready to give out some trophies to the deserving recipients.
Exciting.
Yeah.
Let's shine a light on the people who deserve it most. As we were talking, I was just going through all of the stories that we've covered this year, from the floods in Fujairah and people using surfboards to carry dogs out of homes. I know people who've got 60 cats in their homes. These people who just don't get recognition. So it's so amazing what you and the team are doing at the Animalia Pet Industry Awards. So congratulations, and we look forward to the awards on November 4th at the Hilton. Guys, that is it for us on the Lovin Dubai show. A massive thank you to the host of the show, Louise Nichol, for joining us. Sorry.
Thanks,
thank you very much.
Thank you so much. And we are looking forward to being there on the big night, supporting you and supporting the animal industry, of course. So that's it for us, you guys. Same time, same place tomorrow.
Goodbye for me.
Goodbye.
Yeah.